So, I want to come on here today to let y'all know some updates and some changes to what we're doing and how we're doing it. We are going to be ending our free firearms training that we've been doing the last couple of months. And the reason why that is the same reason why we stopped doing it last time that we did it. When you put on free events, everyone signs up for them and nobody shows up. Not necessarily nobody, but definitely not even close to the amount of people that signed up. On average, the last 4 times that we've done the free firearms training, we had an average of anywhere between 25 to 35% of those who signed up actually show up. Today was even less than that. And what I'll tell you is this. Today, we had over 50 people. I believe it was 54 people that were signed up for today and tomorrow's class. We just finished day 1 of day 2. And we had 54 people signed up for this weekend. And I want you to go ahead and take a guess in the comments below how many people actually showed up. Now, we are going to be ending the free firearms training. We couldn't make it happen. We couldn't have people show up. You know, we would plan these events out. We'd get everything lined up. We had a venue today that could have held up to 70 people. We were planning for up to 54 people showing up, and we had significantly less than that actually show up. To rent these places that we do these classes at, while it is a free firearms training course, that doesn't mean that we don't have to pay our vendors still to put these on. You know, we made sure to get this venue that is of adequate size, and because I'm a member at this particular venue, I actually happen to get it at a discounted rate, which is about $350 per day and $700 for a weekend. And I'm and my team, not just me, it's me, my team, our staff, our vendors. We're putting together these plans and getting everything all set up for these elaborate classes for these, you know, dozens of people that sign up, so we can try to give back to the community. But because nobody was financially invested, barely anybody showed up. And that is to go to show you also why when you sign for a class with us, like one of the actual paid classes, which that's all we're doing now, we're back to doing that's all we're going to do. When we do those, if you want to register for the class, if you want to sign up for a class, you pay for the class and you pay for it in full. Before you even sign up, you're paying for it in full in order to get signed up. And that is exactly why. That is exactly why. Because if you don't, then you won't show up. And if you don't show up, who am I going to be training? And we here at PTP, we have several staff members. And in order to make sure that everyone is taken care of and all the bills are paid and everything happens the way it needs to happen, we have to have clients. And we have to have clients that show up. Guess what? When people pay hard-earned money for a valuable class, they show up. And when people don't pay any money for a well put together quality class, the same class that we charge people hundreds of dollars for, they don't show up.
Is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it?
Is that a serious question?
And that's why we're going to stop our free firearms training. Before I get any farther, I do want to thank those who did come out to the classes, did show up, did take part in the training, gain something from the training, whether it's knowledge, confidence in what they know, their abilities. I appreciate you coming out and doing that with us. I really do get enjoyment from training people and being a part of their gun experience, part of their 2A advocacy. I greatly appreciate that, and I appreciate you all. Now, I want to be clear that we will not, nor will we ever even consider doing one-on-one training for multiple reasons. For example, one, I just don't enjoy teaching one-on-one people. It's just not my thing. 2, I would never even consider doing one-on-one training with a female and putting myself in a vulnerable position, legally speaking, where accusations could be made. I'm just not smart. If you live in 2023, if you're living and breathing and you have a pulse and you've ever watched the news in the last 5 or 6 years, you fully understand where I'm coming from with that. So I appreciate your understanding with that. We are going to be assembling that. Obviously, it's going to be primarily available during the weekdays because oftentimes on the weekends we're doing public classes. I don't see us probably ever doing a private class on the weekends, but that's not beyond the possibility. And we're talking private classes, we're talking 12 or more. Part of that reason is because if we want to, with the private classes, I don't want them to be any different really than the public classes, other than the fact that they're private versus public. And in order to get our fingerprint company out on site to our classes, we have to have a minimum of 12 students to make it worth their time. And I understand that and appreciate that and value that. And trying to not waste their time, I will not entertain groups smaller than 12. If you guys have any questions on that, if you have any inquiries, let us know. Hit us in the comments below, or you can email us or even text me. Text me. My phone number, I'm going to put it right here. You can text me at any point in time. That is my cell phone. It's a company phone, but it is my cell phone. It goes right to my pocket. That is actually the phone that I'm filming this on right now. So call or text me at any point in time if you have any questions. If it's very late in the evening and stuff, go ahead and text. Hit me with a text. If I'm awake, I'll respond. If I'm really awake, I'll ask you if you're ready for a phone call, and I'll go ahead and give you a phone call. But worst case, I'll just hit you back in the morning. Not a big deal. I'm always here to help answer questions that you might have, whether it be regarding how to safely and effectively use a handgun, whether it be how to legally do that, whether it be how to obtain your right to be able to buy a handgun and carry a handgun, because those rights have been stolen from you by the Maryland politicians and they're being sold back. So if you want to learn about the buying process of buying your rights back from the state of Maryland, we can help you with that process as well. But regardless, I appreciate you guys and your continued support. Again, we are ending the free firearms training and we are working towards releasing our ability to now do private concealed carry training. Thank you all again. Stay safe, and maybe I'll see you soon in a future class.